There are some places on Earth whose very existence seems hard to believe even for oneself. The atmosphere there is filled with a strange kind of silence, as if time has stopped right there. Neither does the wind feel ordinary, nor does the light appear as it does in the rest of the world. The moment one steps onto these places, an unknown thrill is felt, something that is visible to the eyes but remains beyond comprehension. It cannot be said whether this is just nature's miracle or if some other force is at work behind it. Today, we will take you on a journey to such mysterious places where the earth itself stands hiding its secrets. One just needs someone to understand them. Number 1. Kletcher Lighthouse, Faroe Islands, where the sea collides with the sky. Nestled in the midst of the North Atlantic Ocean, the Faroe Islands group seems like a part of some other dimension separated from the world. Rocks surrounded by clouds, echoing cold winds, and blue infinity spreading all around. Every scene here is filled with mysterious silence. Standing on the edge of these rocks is the Kletcher Lighthouse, which was built in 1927 on the northern tip of the Kelsey Island. But its true identity comes not from its history, but from that strange feeling that descends into one's being the moment one arrives here. When the Atlantic waves crash against the 500-foot-high basalt walls, it feels as though the sea is conversing with some ancient power. This place is not just a lighthouse, but a boundary line standing between time and nature. The path here is extremely difficult. Narrow paths made of stones, constantly changing winds, and dense fog that sometimes becomes so thick that even a few steps ahead cannot be seen. Local people say that this is the place where whispers of souls can be heard in the sound of the wind. When a storm rises, the waves become so high that it seems as if the sky and the sea have merged into one. And at that time, the light of the Kletcher Lighthouse shines, not like a warning, but like a protector. It is said that the old sailors of this place believed that mysterious creatures called Selkie women lived here. They would transform from seals into humans at night, come ashore, and calm the sea with their songs. Today, this tale is considered a folk story. But when the wind echoes in the silence of the night here, it is not hard to think that perhaps at some point, the echo of those songs was truly heard. In this small settlement of 80 people, life seems to have frozen. No hustle, no modern noise. Just a silent agreement between nature and humans. During the day, this place looks wondrously beautiful. But as soon as evening falls, the fog descends, and with the roar of the waves, a frightening silence spreads in the air. Far away, the sparkle of the lighthouse flickers, and you realize that you are not facing civilization, but some ancient era. The Kletcher Lighthouse does not just show the way to ships, but also reminds humans how small their existence is in front of nature. This is the place where you can touch the sky, feel the depth of the sea, and understand that there are still some places on Earth where mystery breathes and time stands still. Number 2. Rainbow Mountain, Peru, the mountain of Earth's colors. Located in the heights of the Andes, Peru's Vinicunca Mountain, which is called Rainbow Mountain. It is one of those rare places in the world where the Earth has etched such a picture of colors on its own surface that it is beyond even an artist's imagination. At an altitude of 16,500 feet, when the sun's rays fall on the mountain slopes, the layers of soil shine in red, green, blue, and yellow colors. This sight is so unusual that the first-time viewer feels as if they have arrived on some other planet. But behind this mysterious beauty lies a geological history millions of years old. Once, vast glaciers spread here. Beneath them were lakes and mineral-rich plains. When the glaciers melted, the mineral layers present in the soil gradually came out and transformed this mountain into layers of colors. These colors, glimpses of red iron, yellow sulfur, green copper, and purple silicon are seen, which together make it a living canvas. This mountain remained hidden under a thick blanket of ice until 2013. But when the ice melted due to climate change for the first time, the world's eyes fell on this wondrous miracle, and since then, this place has become an attraction for travelers, photographers, and scientists from all over the world. But what makes it mysterious is not just its colors, but the atmosphere around it. A strange vibration is felt in the air here, as if this mountain is holding some ancient secret within itself. The local Quechua community calls it Apu Vinicunca, which means the guardian of the Earth's soul. According to them, this mountain is not just made of stones and minerals, but the soul of nature resides in it, which maintains the balance between the sky and the earth. They believe that every person who comes here connects with this mountain in some form or the other, whether they feel it or not. The path to reach here is not easy. Breathtaking altitude, thin air, and constantly changing weather turn this journey into a test. On the way, you can see rare animals like alpacas and vicacas climbing, whose soft wool was once reserved only for kings. And when you reach the top, seeing the chain of colorful mountains spreading all around, a strange silence descends in the mind. The air is cold, but a strange warmth is felt in every wave of it, as if some ancient power is flowing within you. This land of Vinicunca seems to give a message that nature has its own language, which we often ignore. There is no noise here, it's just the faint echo of the wind and the sound of your footsteps. This experience not only captivates the eyes, but also shakes the soul. Perhaps that is why, when the sun sets and the shine of the colors gradually begins to fade, the realization remains that we have seen something that is beyond our understanding. The true form of the earth, which is both mysterious and divine. Number 3. Cape of Good Hope, South Africa, where two oceans clash, located at the southwestern tip of Africa. The Cape of Good Hope. It is that point on Earth where the sea and the sky meet while challenging each other. Here, the cold currents of the Atlantic Ocean clash with the warm waves of the Indian Ocean, and their echo is so powerful that it can be felt from afar. This place is as beautiful as it is dangerous. For centuries, it has been called the test of sailors, because the waves here are so fierce that even the largest ships would sink into the depths of the waves in just a few moments. In 1488, when Portuguese explorer Bartholomew Dias first crossed this point, he named it Cape of Storms, the Cape of Storms. But later, the king changed its name to Cape of Good Hope, so that it becomes a symbol of hope, not fear. But whoever comes here knows that the stormy soul of this place's nature is still alive. This cape is not just the confluence of sea and rocks, but a site where nature has openly demonstrated its power. The rocks here are made of ancient granite and sandstone that rose due to tectonic movements millions of years ago. This entire area is part of Table Mountain National Park, and despite its small size, it is the world's most diverse floral kingdom. In just 470 square kilometers, more than 9,000 plant species are found, of which about 70% are found only here. This biodiversity is so wondrous that UNESCO has declared it a World Heritage Site. But beneath this natural beauty lies a strange silence. The sky here is often surrounded by clouds, and the mixed smell of salt and sulfur enters every breath. When strong winds blow, the sea waves rise so high upon crashing against the rocks that it feels as if the earth is trembling. Many local fishermen say that at night, when the sea is calm, sometimes a strange glow rises from the water, as if some invisible energy is touching the surface. Scientists attribute it to bioluminescent plankton, but according to local people, it is the light of those souls that sank here with their ships centuries ago. Standing at the Cape of Good Hope feels like bowing before some ancient power. The wind blows so strongly that you have to steady your steps, and the roaring waves in the abyss below give a strange warning that no matter how much humans advance, they will always remain small in front of nature. Every scene here holds a depth within itself. Somewhere eland deer are climbing the mountain slopes, somewhere ostriches are running on the sand under the open sky. And when the sun sets, the entire sky scatters in golden and blue colors, as if two worlds have ignited together. This place reminds us that every edge of the earth holds a secret within itself, something that can be felt not just with the eyes but with the soul. The Cape of Good Hope. Not just a geographical point, but an infinite line standing between nature and time, where the sea still repeats the same question that humans have not understood yet. Who is the real owner, me or you? Number 4. Great Barrier Reef, Australia, the miracle of the living coral empire, spreading from the northeastern coast of Australia. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest living structure, which you can even see from space. But the secret hidden within this vastness has not been fully understood yet. It is not just a home for corals, but a living empire that speaks the oldest language of life, made up of approximately 2,900 reefs and 900 islands. This area spreads over kilometers, which is as much as the distance from Japan to New Zealand. Here, billions of small creatures called polyps For thousands of years, they have been building this vast coral kingdom with their touch-like structures. When sunlight falls into the water, this reef shines like a mysterious palace, breathing in blue, green, pink, and golden colors. But its greatest mysteriousness is not in its structure, but in its consciousness. Scientists have found that this reef senses changes in its environment. When the sea temperature rises, these polyps turn themselves white, a process called coral bleaching, as if life itself loses color in its own defense. And when conditions improve, the color slowly returns. It seems as if this reef is a vast living being that breathes, feels pain, and then resurrects itself. This place is home to more than 1,500 species of fish, more than 400 types of coral, and hundreds of rare marine creatures. Pink dolphins swim under this water, such creatures that are not found anywhere else in the world. Amid all this, a natural balance runs. Such an ecological dance that has been going on without any pause for millions of years, but this very balance is now in danger. Global warming, pollution, and ocean acidity have started slowly breaking this miraculous structure. In many parts, the reef has died, and in some places, its color has faded forever. Yet, it is such a miracle of nature that gives birth to new life every year. Those who dive here say that this experience feels beyond Earth. When you descend into the water, it feels as if you have reached some other world, where every creature, every color, and every wave is speaking its own language. Somewhere coral walls look like temples. Somewhere in the dark tunnels under the water, a strange blue light shines. Sometimes suddenly a shadow passes, perhaps some shark, perhaps some other unknown creature. And in that moment, the realization comes that humans are just guests here, not the owners. The Great Barrier Reef was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1981. But more than this title, its true identity is in its mysterious complexity. Scientists say that hundreds of new species are discovered here every year, whose existence we had no idea about before. Perhaps this is its greatest mystery, that even after so many years, this reef does not allow itself to be fully understood. When the sun sets and golden light drowns in the water, the entire sea calms down like a vast living being going to sleep, and in that sleep, it protects the Earth's oldest secret, the secret of life. Number 5. Amazon Rainforest, South America. The depth of Earth's lungs. Spreading over the vast landmass of South America, the Amazon rainforest is not just a forest, but like a living being that breathes, pulsates, and keeps the entire Earth alive, spreading across 9 countries. This rainforest covers about 5.5 million square kilometers and holds such secrets within itself that only a small part of them has come before the world so far. Every inch here, every soil, every leaf, every drop is connected to some life or the other. It is said that the Amazon alone produces 20% of Earth's oxygen, meaning every 5th breath of humans is connected somewhere to this forest. This is not just a figure, but the oldest contract between life and nature. But the true mysteriousness of the Amazon is not in its vastness, but in its complexity. This forest has 390 trillion trees that release moisture to create clouds themselves, and then the rain from those clouds returns to them, a self-sustaining cycle that is not found in any other part of Earth. The soil here is not ordinary, but alive. It has such a chain of microorganisms and organic elements that seems like the creation of some laboratory. There are places inside the Amazon where no human has reached even today. The vines growing on the trees there, insects climbing on the vines, and snakes crawling on the ground. There is something in all their behaviors that science has not fully understood yet. The network of rivers here spreads over 6,000 kilometers. The Amazon River flows so much water every second that even if all the rivers of Europe are combined, they cannot match it. Pink dolphins swim under this water, such creatures that are not found anywhere else in the world. The sounds coming from inside the forest are sometimes the sweet chirping of birds, sometimes such an echo that seems like some unknown language. At night, when mist and moisture dissolve together, the entire atmosphere feels filled with some invisible power. The history of the Amazon is as mysterious as its present. Archaeologists have discovered such ancient soil and stone structures here that indicate that thousands of years ago, human civilization flourished here. But these people merged into the forest. No one knows why. Some believe that they formed such a deep connection with nature that they merged into it itself. The local tribes still call this forest the mother of the earth and believe that souls reside in every tree, every river, and every animal of it. Their belief is that if the Amazon's breath stops, then the heartbeat of the entire earth will also stop. But dangers are looming over this vast source of life. Deforestation, illegal mining, and fire have destroyed large parts of it. Scientists warn that if this continues, this forest will not be able to sustain itself. A time will come when it will release carbon instead of oxygen. But those who have gone into this forest know that the Amazon is still alive. It resurrects itself every time. The roots of the trees here, the waves of the rivers, and the moisture in the air still speak a secret language. Perhaps this is the same language from which the earth took its first breath. And perhaps this is the reason that the Amazon is still the world's biggest mystery, living infinite and invincible. Number 6. Iguazu Falls, Argentina and Brazil, where heaven and roar meet. Spread between the green valleys of South America, Iguazu Falls. It is that place on earth where water does not fall, but roars. Spreading on the border of Argentina and Brazil, these falls break into 275 different streams and fall, creating such a scene as if the sky itself has descended to earth, 1.7 miles long. This waterfall is surrounded by forests. About 3 lakh gallons of water falls down every second, whose roar can be heard miles away. But beneath its beauty lies such a secret that makes it different from all other waterfalls, according to the local Guarani tribes. This place is the abode of the earth god Moi, a serpentine soul that sleeps in the depths of the water, and whenever humans step in arrogance, this roar becomes its warning. Iguazu means big water, and this name fully reflects its nature. The highest part here is called Devil's Throat, meaning the throat of the devil. Water falling from 269 feet height, when it reaches below, creates a wall of mist, in which the sun's rays break and form a rainbow. But that scene is not only beautiful, but also terrifying. Standing amid the fine particles floating in the air, it feels as if you are in some other realm, where every sound echoes like a muffled scream. Scientists say that this sound is only due to water pressure. But whoever feels it knows that there is something more in this roar. Something that is not just heard, but descends deep within. The forest around the steps is a mystery in itself. This place is one of the world's most diverse ecosystems. Here, more than 2,000 plant species and hundreds of birds, butterflies, monkeys, and predators like jaguars are found. All of this together creates such a world that is alive like some old story. It is said that at night when moonlight falls on the falls, a moonbow, a lunar rainbow appears. And at that time, the sound of water becomes light like a rhythm, as if the earth itself is singing some hymn. The greatest specialty of Iguazu Falls is that it is never calm. Whether it is the rainy season or dry, its roar always remains. Many explorers have said that standing here, the sense of time fades away. Only a vibration remains that descends into the entire body. Perhaps this is why ancient civilizations called it the heartbeat of the earth. But with this heartbeat comes a warning too. Every year, hundreds of people come here to test their limits, and some get lost forever in this mist. Iguazu Falls is not just a natural miracle, but a reminder that the power of the earth is both beautiful and dangerous. This is the place where heaven and roar meet, where water does not just fall, but becomes the voice of the earth's soul. And when you stand there listening to that infinite noise, you understand that nature does not speak. It calls out. One just needs a heart to listen. Number 7. Lofoten, Norway. The empire of stones carved from the Ice Age. Norway's Lofoten is such a place that is as beautiful as it is rugged. Approximately 42 kilometers long and 1,300 feet deep. This fort is one of those natural sculptures made in the Ice Age, seeing which it seems as if the earth has carved them with its own hands. The walls here are so straight and vast that when you look up from below, the sky appears like a thin blue line. Granite rocks stand on both sides of the fjord, silent, cold, and ancient, on which winds flowing for thousands of years write countless stories. Lofoten Fjord means the fjord of light, because here the sunlight falls on the water in such a way that the entire area fills with a magical blue glow. In the morning light, the water looks transparent like glass. But as night falls, the same water turns from deep blue to black. Local people say that this place is alive and a soul is hidden in every layer of it. Sometimes, when everything is quiet, a faint echo comes from inside the fjord, as if the earth itself is breathing. The most famous place of this fjord is Brekstad, or Pulpit Rock, a massive rock that peaks straight into the water from 2,000 feet above. Seeing it feels as if it is some natural stage from where time itself is delivering its speech. Thousands of people climb here every year. But when they reach the top, they forget to speak. Seeing the deep blue water spread below, and the rock stretching far and wide, the realization comes that humans are a part of this earth, but not its owners. Some travelers say that standing at the top here gives a strange feeling, as if someone is watching you, someone who is older than these rocks, according to scientists. This fjord was formed about 10,000 years ago when massive glaciers melted and met the sea. But according to local legends, this place cracked during the Battle of Gods, when the Earth's power opened itself and gave way to the sea. Even today, that ancient vibration can be felt in the air here. Sometimes, on winter nights, a blue aura appears on the surface here, which is called the light of the North Spirit. Scientists say that it is the light of bioluminescent algae, but whoever sees it believes that it is the Earth's heart beating. The water of Lofoten is extremely cold, so much so that descending into it is almost impossible. But this very coldness is its soul. Here, besides otters, seals, and eagles, some such species are also found that are not found anywhere else. All these are the guardians of this icy empire, and when the sun sets, a deep silence descends over the entire area, in which only the faint waves of water and the breath of the mountains can be heard. Lofoten Fjord is no ordinary place but a living document of Earth's history, its struggle, and its stability. Every rock here, every depth, and every wave says the same thing, that nature's greatest secret is hidden in its silence. And whoever hears it truly understands that the earth still speaks. Number 8. Reynisfjara Beach, Iceland, the dark dance of black sand in the sea. Located on the southern coast of Iceland, Reynisfjara Beach, it looks as beautiful at first glance as it is terrifying. This is no ordinary shore, but a land born from Earth's deep secrets, where the union of fire, ice, and time is hidden in every wave and every stone. The sand here is black, deep, shiny, and unusual. It is made from that volcanic lava which cooled in the Atlantic waves thousands of years ago and turned into sand. When you step on this shore, the sand under your feet does not feel soft, but cold and heavy, as if some ancient secret is pulling you beneath it. The most wondrous sight of Reynisfjara is its basalt columns. These rocks are frozen in completely geometric shapes, tall pillars with 6 angles that rise straight toward the sea. It seems as if some invisible architect has carved them with precision. Scientists say that when the lava cooled slowly, these natural pillars formed due to its contraction. But according to local people, these stones are actually the figures of giants called Reinstranger, who turned into stone in the sunlight of sunrise. It is said that they would descend into the sea at night to catch ships. But as soon as the first ray of morning fell, they turned into stone forever. The sea here is never calm. The wind blows so strongly that its sound seems like a roar, and then suddenly a massive wave rises from somewhere. Such a wave that gives no warning. They're called sneaker waves. Such waves that come without any pattern and drag away whatever they touch. Many times these waves come hundreds of meters inward and swallow people in a moment. That is why large warning boards are placed here. Never turn your back to the sea. Local people consider it not the sea's anger, but its warning. A reminder that nature's rule runs here, not humans. In winters, when the sun tilts low and ice mixes with salt in the air, the entire shore fills with a strange blue light. The sparkling layers of ice on the waves and the mist flying in the air seem like some otherworldly scene. In the distant sea, the Reynisfjara rocks emerge, which are 200 feet high, and hundreds of seabirds nest on them. Especially puffins, birds with black-white wings and orange beaks who maintain life here even in this harsh weather. The silence of Reynisfjara Beach is deceptive. During the day, this place looks like a scene from some magical film, but as night falls, the tone of the wind changes. The sea waves start roaring, and with the descending fog, the entire shore gets covered in some invisible shadow. At that moment, it feels as if this shore itself is breathing, in the presence of some unknown power. This is the beauty of this place, that it is the union of life and death, light and darkness. Rainosfera is not just a beach, but that chapter of earth in which fire joined hands with water and gave birth to such a place that is still a symbol of both mystery and warning. Every wave here seems to say, nature is beautiful, but do not forget to understand it, otherwise it will embrace you in its lap. Number 9. Lake Bled, Slovenia. Time floating in the lake. Nestled in the lap of Slovenia's Julian Alps, Lake Bled is such a place where nature and history dissolve into each other to create a calm but mysterious picture. Tall green mountains all around, a lake in the middle, and a small island in that lake on which stands an ancient church. This scene looks so precise that the eyes cannot believe that it is real. But behind the beauty of this lake lies a strange silence that makes it different from other places. It is said that every stone here, every wave, and every tree tells a story from some old time. One just needs someone to listen. About 15,000 years ago, when glaciers started melting, this lake was formed. At that time, the surrounding ice hollowed out this valley, and when the ice melted, water filled it. But what makes it unique is that small island in the middle of the lake, Bled Island. To reach here, one has to travel by boat. And as soon as you reach the middle of the lake, a strange stillness is felt on the water's surface. The Church of the Assumption, built on this island, was built in the 15th century. But its foundation is much older. According to some local legends, this place was once the site of an ancient temple, where the goddess called Vior Spirit was worshipped. It is said that even today, the temple of that goddess is buried under the lake. And many times when fog descends at night, bell-like sounds come from the middle of the lake, which no one rings. Scientists call it the sound rising due to changes in water temperature. But local people believe that it is the call of the lake's soul, which is still protecting its old temple. The Bled Castle, standing on a high rock on the shore of the lake, deepens the mysterious beauty of this place. It is one of Europe's oldest forts, and the view of the lake from its walls seems like some other era. It is said that there are many secret tunnels under this fort that go up to the bottom of the lake. Some old discoveries from those tunnels have found pots and symbolic signs that perhaps some secret worship or sacrificial tradition was followed here once. The specialty of Lake Bled is in its peace. During the day, this lake looks blue and transparent, but as night falls, its water turns deep black. And in the moonlight, the rising waves on it seem like some living thing. There is a cold smell in the air, of wet soil, old wood, and the lake's water, which together give a strange feeling, as if time has stopped here. In winters, when this lake freezes, people walk on it. But local elders say, do not linger in the middle of the lake for long. They believe that even under the ice, an old path is hidden, the one that once led to the goddess's temple. No one knows whether this is true or not. But those who stay here at night believe that this lake is not just a body of water but a mirror of time in which the past is still breathing. Lake Bled reminds us that sometimes the most beautiful places are those where mystery sleeps within beauty. Number 10. Niagara Falls, America and Canada. The music of nature's roar. Located on the border of America and Canada, Niagara Falls is not just a waterfall but one of nature's most powerful sounds. The water falling here is so vast and intense that its vibration can be felt deep inside the ground. About 28 lakh liters of water falls down from 167 feet height every second, and in that roar it feels as if the earth itself is speaking. This waterfall, divided into 3 parts: Horseshoe Falls, American Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls, was formed millions of years ago, when glaciers had taken the form of vast rivers after melting. At that time, the flowing water slowly cut the rocks and created this gorge, which is counted among the world's most famous natural wonders today. But Niagara is known not just for its vastness, but also for its mystery. This place has always been a center of both attraction and fear for people. It is said that there is a massive cave beneath this waterfall, called the Cave of the Thunder God, from where echoing sounds still come. Scientists call it the result of falling water and air collision. But in local legends, it has been called the soul of the Earth's guardian deity, who monitors the power of this place. Niagara's history is as interesting as its sound. For centuries, many people have tried to cross it, some by walking on ropes, some sealed in barrels, and some just on the strength of their courage. Many lost their lives. But some crossed this natural monster and made their place in history. But for whoever comes to see it, this place becomes a spiritual experience. Water splashes fall on the face, and in that noise, all thoughts of the mind seem to dissolve. Standing there, it feels as if nature is showing its true power. No fear, no mercy, just pure power. This waterfall is not only beautiful, but also useful. In the 19th century, power coming out from here was controlled to generate electricity. And today, Niagara is an important source of hydropower for both America and Canada. But the irony is that the very power that gave energy to humans also reminds them that control over nature is an illusion. Many times when water rises as mist in strong winds and forms a rainbow with sunlight, the entire scene gives the feeling of some other realm. At night, when the falls are decorated with colorful lights along with the sky's light, this place turns into some magical stage. Every drop of water seems to dissolve in the air like a sound, and you think, is this just water or some ancient music that has been echoing for centuries? The true attraction of Niagara Falls is in its sound. It's that sound that touches every person in a different way. Sometimes as fear, sometimes as reverence. That's all for today's video. These scenes of the world remind us that the earth is still full of mysteries. Such mysteries that neither science has fully understood nor humans have been able to stop. Every lake, every mountain, every wave holds some untold story within itself. One just needs an open mind and a calm gaze to feel it. If you liked this mysterious journey, then like the video, share it, and if you are watching this video, please subscribe our channel, No Show, the channel name, so that in the next journey, we can take you again to that unseen world where nature is still whispering its deepest secrets.